Well, hi, friends. This is Charlie from Charlie's Train Depot, and once again, I'm bringing you another haul that I have acquired. This one came out of the South Bay area, and a lady by the name of Jen uh, put this up on OfferUp, and I did an offer on it, and she accepted it, and we went ahead and got this. She did request that we talk a little bit about the uh, the items here. It belonged to a man by the name of Steve Gage, and he was in the movie industry. He's passed away, but he was a grip in the movie industry and was raised in Hermosa Beach. And they tell me that if you saw Steve, the only thing you'd see him in was shorts, and the Hawaiian shirts or surfing shirts and stuff like that. Hey, that's the way it is in Hermosa Beach. So I'm thinking a lot of people knew Steve back in the day. And so Jen got this from Steve's daughter, and I believe had her put this on OfferUp. So we got it, and I'm kind of glad that we did. And of course, we will always remember Steve and kind of immortalize him here on this little piece of video. It's just a little piece of history, right? Um, and um, and so, without further ado, let's see what we got because it's a lot of good stuff in here. So let's start with the Tyco stuff. There's a lot of Tyco stuff in here, and of course, this came with a catalog, and you got a catalog from the. I'm thinking a catalog from the '70s. Let's switch cameras here real quick to show you a little closer view of that. So you got a little bit of a catalog there of what they had to offer back in the day. Some people collect these. I know someone's collecting these. I don't have one myself, so I'm going to end up keeping this one. But here is a small catalog from 1975, according to the back print. Um, and then there is a Tyco order form from stuff. Very interesting how much these things cost back in the day. The price list is like ridiculous. I wish we had these prices still. We don't. We do not see here like a remote control left hand switch was only $8, and that was the entire thing. Now try 30 or more or something. Not from Tyco, of course, because they don't exist anymore. But from Atlas, you're paying an arm and a leg for that kind of stuff. So let me put that over there, and let's see here. Let's pull out some of this track. Now, these are 9-inch tracks and a curve track. You guys can see that. Um, from Fedco. You guys remember Fedco? I certainly do. Fedco was selling these. A four-piece straight track was 97 cents. And the same thing with the curve track. 97 cents back in the day. Big hit. I remember buying these because that's how I expanded my track layout. And of course, here's some loose pieces here. There is a switch. Look, we got a switch here. This is a left-handed switch, and I'm sure this is going to come into use at some point. We got to clean it up. Definitely got to clean it up. It's got a lot of tarnish in it, but once you get these going, and this one's brass. This is brass. All of these are brass. So, and by the way, guys, anybody needing this kind of track, this Atlas track, this old Atlas track, I have it in steel, I have it in brass, and I have it in nickel silver. If anybody needs some, let me know. You guys pay the shipping, and I'll give you some. I will. I've got more than enough to hand out. So let's see here. Let's go with front view again. This here is it says right here, a Warren Truss Bridge from uh, AHM, complete. Of course, it's over 40 years old. You're gonna have to polish the top of the rail so that we can get good contact with the wheels. But it's all there in a original box. Uh, the price is really faded. I'm thinking this was no more than $2 back in the day. And the store, it came from a store called the BETG. Don't know what the BETG is. Maybe some of the locals out here know what the BETG. BETG is the sticker price on it. And so there you have it, a HO Warren Truss Bridge, or Warren Truss Bridge. And we got that going there. All right, the next one here, it's a church missing the steeple, but I guess we could 3D design a steeple here for it and get that going. But this looks more like O scale. This looks like something that O scale might. I don't know. It's pretty close. I mean, could be HO. I'm leaning. Yeah, I'm leaning more towards the HO. Um, yeah, yeah. This has to be HO. This is a large church, but maybe O. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to find a picture of something that kind of looks like this again, and we do that. So I'm gonna put that back here. And now we have, which I've never had something like this in a package like this, I should say. This here is a Tyco power pack, and it's an original power pack. Sorry about that. This thing here is in fabulous shape. Take a look at this one here. It's in fantastic shape. Too bad I dropped it, but I think these are tough. So a very nice Tyco power pack from back in the day. This was the first one that I had for my Chattanooga Choo Choo Express Diesel GP20. And this one here came in a specific Tyco box for the power pack, and I'm like, wow, that's fantastic. Even had a little side thing for the cord, and then you just drop this in like so. Somehow like this, came across like this, something like that. We'll have to figure it out. We'll close it up a little bit better and keep it in the box because I won't be using it. Obviously we have new modern power packs, but Steve also had a New Haven boxcar, and something fell out of it. I don't know if it was maybe an old bug, but this thing is in very good shape. This New Haven right here, that's a nice New Haven right there, folks. It's got the nice couplers on it. None of the stirrups are broken. Oh, that might have been the brake wheel. Let's see here. Let me look. Oh, yep, sure enough, it was the brake wheel. The brake wheel goes right here, right in front. And look at that. Fantastic. Now we got a brake wheel on this 50-foot New Haven car. We're going to drop that in there like so. And set that aside. We also have get some of these cobwebs off. All right. We also have a skid flat. That's how you describe it. A skid flat with pipe load, Great Northern. And here it is. That's pipe number 1, pipe number 2, pipe number 3. Look at that. Wow. That is fantastic. I'm loving this. Yeah. Yeah, he took good care of his stuff. You know, man. Now, I'm assuming that Steve had a layout at some point, because normally, if they look this good, they were probably on a good layout. It wasn't like he just put it on the carpet floor, and it has no signs of that carpet floor. I'll put this over here. All right, wow. And look, we have the classic Billboard Reefer Baby Ruth in the original box. And honestly, it has very little wheel wear on this, and the box looks like we just time traveled back to 1975 because it looks brand new. This hasn't been taken out of the box for years. Amazing. And it has the insert. That's what the cool part is, because now when you put it in the box, it stays in place and it doesn't flop around. And man, that right there, folks, is a big hit. Love it. Okay. The next one here is it's a reefer non-operating Union Pacific hopper car. Again, this thing, it's got some wheel use in it, but man, the condition of it is beautiful. It has the brake wheel on it. Doesn't have the insert in the box. That's okay, but we do have the original box, which tells us what it is. So that again, that's going to be a big hit. And let's see what else we got. We got ourselves something that I think is pretty rare. This is a tank car with the insert that was bought at Toys R Us back in the day. You guys got to look at this thing. I know this is rare. And I don't know how much they come up with. I'm definitely not selling this. I'm keeping this. This is a memory from Steve Gage. So definitely not gonna. Don't ask to buy this thing, please. I'm gonna definitely keep this. I know it's rare. It's Sohio from GATX refineries. So I'm thinking, where's the brake wheel on this thing? Did it ever have a brake wheel? It doesn't look like it had a brake wheel. Yeah, no, this one did not have a brake wheel on it. Tyco did not add the brake wheel to it, but it was definitely a Toys R Us item because the price tag says it came from Toys R Us. Doesn't have the price. Oh yeah, it does, folks. Back in, I'm gonna say 1978, because it does have a barcode. So I'm thinking maybe early 80s, since it's got a barcode. But we're looking at $1.87 for this. Now, if anybody can do some research on what these guys are going for nowadays, I don't know, but I know they're rare. And yeah, it's a three tank. What do they call that? The top things, like a fillers or whatever. Three dome tank car. And I know there's not too many of these, so this is like a little gem that Steve had. So that's awesome. That's fantastic. Now we also have a box that I don't have, and this is a track box. And there's track in here and there's straights in there. Definitely something that I would want to keep. The box is in very good condition. In fact, Jen was telling me that most of this stuff was in good condition, and sure enough, yeah, this stuff was kept fairly fairly well kept. Let's see. The next one we have is a Tyco Spirit of 76 caboose. And I'm going to tell you right now, folks, this here is as if I just touched 1976 with my bare hands. That is a beautiful caboose in beautiful condition. I mean, you got to see it like here. Very shiny. The paint on here is shiny. My hands are dirty. I don't even want to. I should touch this with gloves or something. But man, yes, he used it. He definitely used it. You can see that the wheels had been on the track for a little bit, not a whole lot, but he definitely had it going for a while there. So be interesting to see if maybe Steve's daughter can do a comment after I put this video up on her seeing this locomotive on her dad's layout, whatever, if he had a layout, or maybe he only did it on a coffee table or kitchen table. I don't know, but I'm thinking he had a layout. Okay, and as far as the rolling stock and all this other stuff going on here, this right here is the locomotive. Let me carefully bring it out. This is the locomotive, and this was one of the many locomotives. And I got to tell you, this thing right here, I'm gonna take these rails down here because I need to replay. I need to put these rails back on again. There's a back rail and the front rail. We will definitely put those on and fix the stanchions on it. Uh, this train here, whew, the paint job. Where am I at here? Where am I at? Yeah, the paint job is absolutely gorgeous. And the big bonus, that presidential seal is almost flawless on both sides. Normally, you see these presidential seals cracked. This is not at all. And it has a power torque motor. So this is one of the later ones. This is the ones done in the late 70s. It is not the unauthorized presidential seal. This was after Tyco and the government got together and they said, okay, well, we could do this seal, but you can't do the other one, the one with the blue stripe in front and the one that says President of the United States all the way around it. That's not this one. This was okay for Tyco to sell afterwards. They got in big trouble for that, and they had to recall them, and most people didn't, and so that's why we still see those locomotives. I have one of those original presidential seal ones, but this one here, this locomotive, and as a matter of fact, let's go down to the workbench here. Let's put this on the workbench and see if we can get this thing to run after who knows how long. Let's see. Let's get these wheels on there. Got the front wheels on there. Got some power. Will it power up? Yes, it does. Yep. It's just gonna, you got to get those brushes going again. Look at that, folks. After 40 plus years, I'm assuming, this thing is running once again. Once again, it's running. Let me see how that looks like that. Yep. Look at that. Oof, man, with a little lubrication later on, this thing is going to run like a charm. So I'm really stoked about this thing. Thank you so much, Jen and family, for letting me get this from you guys. Definitely, that is going to be my keeper. That's going to be my number one 4th of July locomotive when I do a 4th of July live stream or live videos. That's definitely a big major hit. Okay, moving on. Let's go back to here in the front here. Okay, now we are going to talk about the next couple boxes because you don't get to see this that often. Finding things that are still sealed for Tyco has become like the unicorn. And let me put this locomotive away while I have the opportunity to do so here. Let me get that put away. I don't want to lose this stuff, and I don't want to lose the stanchions. So give me 1 second here to get that squared away. Yeah, that's the Elco 430, and it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This I'm going to tell you this right now. This locomotive was part of a set. The reason I know that is because on the side it doesn't have the Spirit of 76 Elco 430 stamp on it. So this was part of a set that came in a box with all the goodies and stuff. So ready to run. Okay. Now back to what we were talking about. Now I'm gonna first do the ones that are open. This right here is a full 33 piece bridge and trestle set, and believe me, it's all in there. I just don't want to open it because it'll be 33 pieces all over the floor. We don't want that. Right here is something that you would use uh, if you were doing something temporary, put on the floor, and you could do an up and over with it, and or on a layout too. I mean, I guess you could use it on a layout, but um, this right here was available back in the day, back in 75, 76. The 33 piece bridge and trestle set. That is a big hit. I think I have one more of these and it's sealed. So I have one sealed and one open. Right here we have a lighted freight station. And when I opened it a little earlier, I opened it up and I got it out, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Steve took care of his stuff there, like no doubt about it. Now, I don't know if this one was the one that was supposed to have a dog in it. Uh, it's got all the workers and the it's got the uh, it's got the containers and the 50-gallon drum tanks, the boxes, but I don't know if it has a little dog. Let me see real quick. Let me see real quick what I got over here. Let's see here. Uh, oh, never mind. The one with the little dog is the loader set. So this is correct. Nothing is missing off of this here, off this freight station. Freight station, good to go. Solid. Trestle set, good to go. Solid. Now, here is a rare one. And the price back then for Toys R Us would blow your mind. This here is a lighted passenger station. Uh, and it is sealed. It still has its original wrapping in it. Not selling this. I'm not even going to open it. I'm just going to hold on to it. Um, and I do have one like this, but it's all beat up. It's missing the platform. Part of the platform is missing, and it's missing the passengers and some of the cargo, and it's missing a lot of stuff. I still use it on my Tyco scene, but I definitely am so happy that I'm able to get this one here without it. Um, it's brand new. It's brand new. The price for this back in 1978 to maybe early 80s, $4.97 at Toys R Us. That is insane. That's crazy. $4.97. Now here's another one. It too is completely sealed. I have this, and I have used it, I think, in the past. But this is the uh, hopper car unloading set with a Virginian uh, hopper, coal hopper, and it too is sealed. Uh, but something got to it. I'm thinking of maybe a rat got to it at some point, because that whole corner there is chewed up, or it's just very old, and it just started to deteriorate. That's another possibility, but I don't know. Maybe this guy was a little hungry. He thought, well, maybe this stuff's good to eat, but don't know. In any case, it's still sealed. So that is all I have for the Tyco stuff. And let's go ahead and put the Tyco stuff aside because we are going to continue on with the other things that I got from Miss Jen. And okay, all right, put that to the side. Okay, so another thing that she had on that listing was this train set, Classic Express. I'm not going to take it out. It is a battery operated. Um, it's a battery operated train set. I'll probably give it to a little kid here in the neighborhood. I'll clean it up and give it to them, and then have them run it. Throw some batteries on it and watch it go around on its track. It looks like it's complete. So yeah, it's the Classic Express train set from somewhere. I can't really tell who sold it. I don't see a sticker. I don't see a sticker for it, but in any case, there it is right there. All right. Moving on to the next thing. Okay, so whew, look at this, guys. This was really heavy. This is a Pennsylvania Flyer, an earlier version. This was set number 6-318, and it is a 242 road number 1615, and comes with some unique cars, like some kind of wood, like a flatbed wood car, and then you have a silver reefer. Looks like a reefer. The caboose, obviously the tender, and then the locomotive. And let's see what this thing has inside. Ah, man. Let's see. Ooh wee. Okay. Wow. Man. That's a big hit right there. That's a big hit. Don't mind that noise out there, folks. That's my neighbor moving their trash cans inside. But yes, sir, here it is. Here it is. Let's see if I can pull this out and you guys can see it. Okay. Let's see if we can see that there. So what we have here is that's the wood flatbed car, a bridge, the tender, the locomotive, the looks like a caboose, and then the silver box car, the reefer. And if you look over here, let me move that to the side, is some kind of telephone poles came in there, and this must be part of that loading unloading wood crate thing. I don't know. There's some kind of kit there you got to put together. Here is the transformer, and of course here's some track. Let's take a look at the condition of this track. Oof, man, this track is we went back to 1978 again. It looks like it never got used, or it barely got used. So that also is a big hit. And of course, let's show you the transformer while we're at it. Why not? Why not show you the transformer? These big old huge transformers from back in the day. We don't use this stuff anymore. You can, but here's a classic Lionel transformer. You know, your throttle's right here, and then your directions right here, your whistle and your bell. And of course, you know, you hit that and that turns green and you're ready to run the tracks. So wow, that's a good one. Let's put this back in the box. Get this going here. Whew. Tell you why, because it's 1,000 degrees in here. It is really, really hot. And I've had enough. I've had enough of this heat. We're going to put that there. And now that I've shown you everything there, I will do a video running this in the future. I'm not going to do it now. Like I said, it's really hot in here, and I'm like the heat miser. Whatever I touch starts to melt in my clutch. I'm too much. But anyways, so let's put this away and do a video. Like I said, we'll do a video on this later on, you know. And man, this thing was really, really nice. Really, really nice. I'll set that aside over here. Okay, let's see. Let's try to wrap this up with what we have here. So I also got, which we have to kind of clean up, but we do have some more track, straight track. These are, I believe these are 10-inch or 9-inch pieces. So we have 3 of those. We've got some more curved tracks. They got to be cleaned up. They definitely got to be cleaned up. These here, they're a little bit tarnished, but if you take one of these track cleaners and hit them with the track cleaner and get that scuffed out, you have that now. See, you got a clean track now. So, and it's usable at that point. So you got to do it tall. It takes a little patience, but it can be done. And you know, these work fantastic. You just hook these up together like so, and now you got yourself a half a curve. We need 2 more to make a full half. So that's a quarter. See, that's a quarter of it right there. Okay, so we gotta, let's see how many pieces we can get there. Let's see. We have enough for a full. We have enough for a full circle. That is awesome. And of course, we have something here that I've never had as far as the Bachmann. They call this fast track, and these are like 3-foot pieces. Look at this. We got to clean them up, but these are 3-foot pieces here, and that's kind of nice to have because you don't have to worry about hooking up 3 pieces when you just got 1 to do it with. And I'm glad we have 2, so that keeps it even on either side, whatever side you don't work. So we have that. Okay, all right. Here we have some more straight track, and that's all that's in here. Now it says that this is accessory activator pack. Don't know what that means, but I'm going to look at this part number 6-12029. I don't know what that means other than it's just, oh look, maybe that's what it means, because you could get a couple of 4-inch pieces here. That's good to have in case you have to adjust something. I think that's what they meant by that. And we have an activator pack. I don't know. I'll read up on that and go from there. So, all right. Now, the next thing here is what they call an auto crossing gate. Never seen this. And I haven't seen enough videos of something like this. But apparently, this here, and look at this beauty. This somehow has terminals that connect to this thing here somehow, some way. You know, I don't know. I have to look at the instructions on how to put this together. But I don't know if it's this way. No, it's got to be this way. This must go on the track somehow. It hooks up into the track. And I think this is the old school. I think this is the old school, the 027 stuff. That's what I want to say. If you know, please let me know what this really is. It's brand new. This thing is literally brand new. Um, so looks like there's it looks like there's some kind of connections here. There are instructions for it, which I'm grateful for. And I'm just gonna drop it back into the box here, and I guess it lights up or something. It does something. So let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is for the old 027 track. So I want to give this to someone who's got that, or put it up on eBay maybe. I don't have any 027 stuff, and I'm definitely not going to run 027 track anymore. So we'll put it back in this box here. Okay. All right. Well, saving the last piece now for last here because I've never seen one. And this right here, folks, is the Fast Track number 6-12052 Grade Crossing with flashers. Woo! I'm excited about this one here because I can't wait to use it. I cannot wait to use this one here. Look at this. Okay, wow. So I guess what happens here is this comes out like so. Look at that, man. That is crazy. And on the back side, it has a speaker. So this is gonna make noise as as the train's going through. I don't know if it senses it or what, but in any case, here, let me get this other angle here. Let me get this other angle. So apparently, this signal with the wires has a little plug-in, and it plugs in like so, just like that. And then it flashes and it turns on and all that. And here's the other one. This is very unique. Never seen one of these. But look at that. Wow. And that's going to flash on both sides as the train goes by. Man, I am super excited about this. I'm loving this. Yeah, this is fantastic. So, yeah, I can't wait to do a video. I will do a video on it and show it for you guys. Post it and then get her done. Let's see, let's slide this underneath like so. And that one goes in like so, just like that. Okay. Yeah, I want to get that. I want to get that in there. There you go. That's it. Now it's firm down there. Put this in like so, and we're going to close it up like so. And once again, I want to thank Jen for letting me get this stuff. Of course, Steve Gage's daughter. We had an opportunity to see what Steve Gage had as far as his train collection, and in memory of Steve, we will do a full video of this thing running because we want to see this running. But like I said, it's just a little too hot right now. I'm burning up. I need some water now. I'm dehydrated. But anyways, glad you guys stuck around to see this. And I look forward to once again seeing you guys live later on this week. And again, let your friends know about the channel. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate the likes and the viewing hours that you guys put in. And of course, we're not going to get rich, doing these videos. We only do it because we love model railroading. It's fun and relaxing and makes you imagine things and be creative and all the stuff that we should be doing on a daily basis, because we got to keep our minds healthy. And this is one of the ways to do it, I think. I love this thing. Besides RC model flying, I like the model railroad stuff too. So um, once again, please be safe this week coming up, and thank you once again. And we will catch you on the next video. Hopefully with Joe, because I don't know where Joe went. Joe went to the casino and he just kind of disappeared. I don't know if I don't know. Maybe he made $1 million. Maybe he can sponsor me. I don't know. Anyways, have fun, guys, and we'll catch you later on. Okay, bye for now.